Hey everybody, welcome to BombSquad. I'm Dan Stacy and David's losing his phone.
He tried to pay attention really quick and
You're about
it's like
to...
the kid in class.
Get off the phone, David.
We're still shooting on Friday nights. You're about to witness my nerdy family and I use silly voices and exploding dice to tell a good story. And let's start with an RPG MRE. Morning, Dave.
Wow.
Feels
This
like
is
more.
not the fourth episode.
No, it's really not. I'm already feeling it. Oh, okay. That was actually a little violent. All right. So I wanted to do berries today. Berries and cream.
Berries and cream. I'm into berries and cream.
So we have strawberries and raspberries. I would have got blueberries, but I'm too cheap. They're darn expensive.
Yeah.
So raspberries and strawberries, berries in general, being, and I was just looking at more information just to refresh my memory
very
because
yummy.
berries are super high in antioxidants, which are going to actually help reduce, get this guys, free radical damage. So cancer, so long. I'm just kidding. I'm not claiming that berries cure cancer or prevent it, but
They totally do.
yeah. Seriously though, antioxidants are awesome. They'll also help detoxify
Brought to you
your
by
body.
David Stacy's Berries.
So also the
These
other
are
thing
really
about
good.
berries, who wants one? Do you guys want some?
I want a raspberry.
Pass them around.
I thought you said you brought berries.
Berries.
What's our berries?
Raspberries,
They're
strawberries.
big
Those
strawberries.
are aggregates and multiples.
Oh my
I don't know what this
goodness.
guy's talking about.
Technically speaking, none of those are
The
actually
fight
berries.
between science and dietitians, they're always arguing over what's
Oh
what.
man.
So-
Alright, is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
Wait,
It
I
has
want to talk
seeds.
about berries.
Okay,
fruit.
berries.
Let me talk about berries. Dan's gonna have to cut this.
Who cares about the seeds? I care about the nutritional value.
So, berries are really high in fiber, which actually helps technically reduce the actual. I'm getting too technical here, but basically you're consuming less carbs when you eat more fiber. It's gonna help keep things moving, and
You
fiber
know.
also helps you feel more full. And I was literally just learned this. You can actually, if you increase your fiber content, your body will absorb less calories. So they're actually found for certain people, depending on how much fiber they're eating, you can actually absorb up to like 130 calories less potentially in a day because you're basically excreting it. So, anyways,
Fiber one
antioxidants,
bars.
fiber, a lot of vitamins, low calorie, and they make you feel full.
Cures cancer and you poop out the calories.
Pretty much.
Berries do make you
Okay.
feel full.
So,
really do.
Not berries,
Phenomenal.
they're the cure.
Announcement, baby's still here.
Baby's still
Baby.
here. Though I
Sorry,
think
guys.
by our next shoot, he better be.
He better
here.
be.
He'll
because you're
really
going to
late.
jinx it.
He better be out.
that would be a problem.
That would be bad. All right.
Be a big
Super
baby.
genius.
Super
Yeah.
baby genius, yeah. Kyle XY.
Oh my gosh.
All right. That was a weird joke. Okay. Here we go. And we will dive into the Berrylicious episode of Bomb Squad. And we dive back in. So, where we left off, you guys had passed through the portal, the dwarven portal, and came out to the fields and the sun and the birds singing. No sight or sound of any children, which D.R.E.A.M was happy about. Somebody did what he was supposed to. And the last thing you saw was a large familiar figure pulling a oddly colored and decorated cart headed towards you. And then Peter appeared out of nowhere and asked, "Is that who I think it is?" D.R.E.A.M said, "Oh yeah." And that's where we left off.
So warm and fuzzy and happy.
We'll pick right back up there. As D.R.E.A.M finishes saying, "Oh yeah," you hear Richie's voice. Peter, come back here. We're supposed to be hiding. Oh, you're all here then. And he comes out. They had been tucked around the corner where a part of the mountain arm kind of jutted out a little bit more, and some bushes and stuff they had rearranged around there, and the children all come out with Richie and Amber. The two guards you had helped free as well, who had taken care of the distraction while you guys went to face the Necromancer. And all the children are coming out. And they're starting to look concerned as they see this giant troll who, now as he's getting closer, you can definitely tell he's humming to himself. Just walking and pulling this cart along. What do you guys do?
Well, Mari is going to give Richie and Amber a big hug.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We've been through a lot.
I think probably Richie won't know exactly how to take it, but Amber's going to start crying a little bit.
Yeah.
She doesn't say anything. Which, you know, she hasn't actually ever spoken since you guys have met her. So.
Where's Demeter?
He's with you. He
Okay.
came through as well.
I want to bring the girl to him, see if any light magic stuff can help
Yeah,
her.
she has the moonflower petal it glows, it's glowing softly, and even when you move her around, it stays right where Ingrid had placed it. And Demeter starts looking her over. Her chest is still rising, but her hair is bleach white. It almost doesn't even look natural. You're not sure if that was, because her eyebrows, eyelashes, all bleached white. Demeter checks her over and says, "She's still alive. I think she is okay. But what Ingrid has done is as much as I could do. For now, we'll just have to hope she wakes up soon. Just give her time to rest. It was a lot."
We must get back to the village. These children are missing their parents. That's
And
the next
this
step.
is when Ulysses comes in close. "Mama,
My boy!
I knew. Here, tell me, walk this way. And I smell Mama on this cart, so I bring it to you."
I will go and hug his knees.
He'll set the cart down, and he just kind of picks you up again and pulls you in for a really tight hug. "Mama's safe." Yeah. And Peter's going, "Oh, me.
Oh,
Ulysses looks at you.
so Peter, this is your new big brother, Ulysses. Ulysses, this is your little brother, Peter.
And Peter's like, pick me up, please. And Ulysses, you see, he's just like, it's almost too much for him to process. "Brother, family. Me." And he just scoops Peter up with one hand and starts throwing him up in the air. Peter is enjoying it very much, trying to do a flip. Yes. Oh, I have to teach you how to spit, okay? We're gonna practice this. Okay. What we do now?
I feel like, what's my name?
Ilyad.
What's
My name again? What's my name again? I feel like Ilyad's standing too close. Just hearkening back to
Oh yeah, that's the
previous
Oh,
episodes.
that's good. Yep.
So Ingrid's gonna rustle through and pull out her giant key
Oh,
and unlock
yeah.
her giant padlock. So keeps the door shut. And she's going to very softly lay Moloch down on a pillow in there and then motion to bring the girl in to lie down in there as well. So
Moloch is bruised and it looks like maybe a leg or two is broken, but he is breathing. So he's kind of in the same state. So he'll be set up on his pillow, and then you have that bed for you in there as well. So I assume Brick will put the girl down in the bed.
I'll lay the girl down and then look at you and say referencing Malik. What happened?
Well, you didn't help. That's what happened.
I didn't see anything. 1 minute he was there, and the next minute you were.
I know you were in a state, but
I'm never in a state.
okay. So
I feel like when you say that, you have to push some of those toadstools that are hanging out of your face because they're like, you're too tall for the...
So I'm gonna just kind of shoo him away, and
Okay.
I'm gonna go out and
Ingrid kicks you out.
grab Larry, and he's looking very dehydrated. And I plop him on the ground, and I grab out a little water and splash him a little bit, and pat him up, and turn him into a mule.
Okay, once again, you see it.
But how are we going to fit all the children in here? We have to find a way to get them all home.
We can all walk together.
Why don't we
kind of.
just...
Do you have more of those mules?
Oh, Larry, he's special.
okay.
He's the only one. That's
When
cool.
Ulysses is a little scared of when the mule turns in, but Peter is like, "Can you do that to me?"
Yes.
As long as he's back before midnight, you can turn him into a caterpillar.
Oh man, he's gonna start.
I'm gonna
Peter's gonna
turn
start
him into a
randomly
newt.
freaking.
I got better.
I'll turn him into a newt.
You want to turn him into? All right, go ahead. Yeah, that's
Do I have to
right.
roll for it?
No,
Okay.
that's good. We'll just play around with it. So he's like rattling off all these cool animals he wants to get turned into, and then he looks around, he's like, "Hey!"
I hand him over to you. Here you go. Pocket sized.
Pocket-sized.
He's looking up at you.
Oh, problem.
I can make this work, I think. Quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. Your brother would probably want to put you in a jar.
Turn me back.
Okay.
He'll turn back.
I don't know. I was thinking rabbit.
I don't know. They're hard to catch.
Oh, no, they're probably easier, I would think, after this little escapade.
It's not my fault.
Oh no, you get all the credit. But seriously, tone it down when you're bragging to your siblings, but don't leave out any of the details for your grandma. She's gonna wanna hear everything. I wanna just see the chills running up and down her spine. If I don't get a lecture about being a bad mother, then I'm not doing it right.
Fine.
Shall we head back to the city?
Ulysses comes with me, though.
Oh yeah, otherwise it would be completely unbelievable. They'll simply say you ran away, picked up a pebble, and came home.
Well, is it just me, or is anyone else hungry?
Yeah.
Like I said many
sounds
times, we
good.
have to get back.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
While they're all talking, Brick, you'll feel a little hand ting, ting, ting on your armor. And it's the little boy you gave the gun to.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Here's your gun back, sir.
Barrel away.
Yeah, he's totally pointing it.
Aren't you see when you hand it, hold it by the barrel,
Okay.
grip first.
He almost loses it.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Do I say something then?
No, you're good. You're good. How'd she do for you?
Good?
Good. Good. I'm
mean-
glad.
The gnome kept wanting to take it from me, but
Well, he's greedy, so
yeah.
I don't let him play with it. So
He said he was older than me, but I don't think he's older than me. But
No.
sometimes he acts older than me.
No, he's like 5.
I knew it.
Yeah. It was a freak accident,
Yeah.
beard, hair.
What?
Never mind. You did great, buddy.
Thanks.
What's your name?
Brian?
Brian. It's a good strong name. I'm Brick.
That's a funny name.
Well,
Like what a house is made of sometimes?
that's not. Well, I gotta go over there, so
Okay.
I'll see. I'll catch you later.
Okay. I'll be here.
Okay.
He does the. I'm just looking around.
Are we gonna get going or
Try
what?
to get the children
All right,
all into
Mari.
the cart somehow.
Yeah, I mean, you have Ingrid powers, so.
I mean, unless you want to build a house here and stay here.
Should I make
right
them
next
all
to them.
miniature? Make them, put them in the cart? I'll pick them up, and as I pick them up, they shrink,
Yeah.
and then I put them in.
Okay.
You turn them all into nudes.
Like that movie. What is it? Miniaturized or whatever?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
No, or the more recent one. They all shrink down to live.
I
Anyways.
know what you're talking about.
Downsizing.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
That's what we're gonna
Except
do.
she's only
Gotta
doing like
fit it in.
half. She's only using by like
that's
half,
how
so
we
they're going
fit
to like
them
2
all
feet
in.
or
So we
something.
are all fitting in there.
Well, not the adults, I assume. You guys are outside.
We get to hold on our
All the kids. Richie's watching. He's like, are they going to be all right?
Oh yeah, it's just temporary. Don't worry.
All right.
Yeah.
I trust her in the battle. I trust her here.
All right, Mari. Well then, does anyone know where we are? And you guys will notice Demeter had walked off and he was looking around. Do you want to try and make a guess, Ilyad? Go ahead.
I don't even know. Follow the song. The music trails off.
The notes.
and then Ilyad snaps out of a daydream. Coming.
Yeah. And so Demeter's off and he's looking around and he's like, I think I know where we are, actually.
Ulysses, which way's to town?
And he points this towards basically back where he's coming, but a little farther to the east, I think it is, if I'm thinking right. Anyways, and Demeter's like, that is correct. I'm pretty sure he is pointing actually to the village near where Norey is. I think we are maybe 2 days from there.
Well, we gotta get to the Capitol Guard first, don't we?
Well, that is
A few
another.
drop-offs.
The Capitol Guard, where where we came from, is another 3 days north of there. We have come very far south,
Okay.
so we
most
will be
important
passing
thing
right
is-
by Norey's on the way
I don't
there.
The most important thing is getting the children back to the parents.
Well, we have to go. We have to go that way.
All right.
Norey's house is on the way to Arbin,
We won't get
and
too distracted
where you
there.
live is near Arbin, your town. So you're headed that direction too.
Who's Norey? And
Norey is a good gnome friend of mine.
He's my dad.
I don't know if I want to
funny.
meet him.
That's weirdly true.
It's not. That's not true. That was sarcasm. He's not my dad.
Well, yeah, sarcasm.
All right, he's kind of my dad.
I mean, it's
Are you adopted?
What are you talking
kind
about?
of. I mean,
you
I'm
come
sorry.
from?
That's
Demeter, I'm adopted?
I would actually love to
You
learn
know,
more
Norey
about
and I
your
were looking for the
background.
right time to tell you this. I am saying too much. Whatever Brick says is true.
I would love to
Most
learn
of the
more
time.
about you. Something seems a little off.
I am slightly more handsome than the average population. That gets people sometimes. So
He's
don't be
avoiding my
alarmed.
question.
Taller, a little bit. More well built.
I'm gonna
I don't know
hop
what
on
you're
the
getting
car
at.
and
Just
stop
keep going.
moving.
I think that's.
And Brick just keeps going. It's going
Chiseled features.
You're like doing
No.
the look off into the distance there, and everyone's already walking away.
Surprisingly flexible.
Except that you see Brian still standing next to you, listening to what you say.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Should we catch up with them?
Do you want a piggyback ride?
Yes.
Get on here!
He jumps on you. He's made his day. Woo! Arms. So you guys head off. We're just gonna glaze over the 2 days travel. Nothing too exciting happens unless anyone wants to do something goofy. But
Many goofy things that don't need to be narrated are definitely going to be happening,
fair enough.
especially if we can convince Ingrid to do a little bit more transmutations. Like there would definitely be escapades of just being this and that.
Yeah,
Right, that's
okay,
awesome.
we'll do that.
Peter and Ulysses are trying on different bodies, I assume, then.
One of the nights I want to look at my metal box that I stole
Oh,
from the
yes.
shaman. I would want to take a little gander at it, but nobody's around and I'm very sneaky.
You better watch out. Pim Pam's a ninja.
She is.
Cough
You have
check.
to roll against a baby.
Okay.
I want to talk to Demeter about the gem on the stone or the Ather stone on the
Blunderbuss.
blunderbuss. That's what
Okay.
it was. It wasn't on the pistol. It was just on the blunderbuss.
Just on the blunderbuss. Yep. Okay. So we'll start with Ingrid. You take it out one of the nights while you're on watch in the fire. It has some kind of lock code on it that looks like 3 spinning gears that you have to line up the right way to unlock and open it. Do you want to try and open it right now while you're looking at it, or just get a feel for it? Okay.
Yeah.
Roll logic.
Oh no. Oh no. This is it's this.
Okay.
Zero logic. 10.
10. All right. You get the first 2, but the third one's a little trickier. You're having trouble figuring out exactly because the gears are on this spinning thing, so they can rotate this way, and then you can go back and forth, and you have to figure out which way to align it. So you've got the first 2 seem to be right, but you're having trouble with the third. Nothing weird happens, which is good. And so you can try maybe another time to do it again and finish it.
Okay.
Basically, you have some time to do that. Also, let's do brick next then. You also can tell, it sounds like there might be glass in there, or maybe some vials or something. Yeah, you just do a
Shaking the
little
Christmas
shaking, you
present.
sound like, yeah, that's what it sounds like is in there. So, multiple of them. So brick with Demeter.
Was this the only one we recovered?
I think unless someone else found something, that is all I know.
So what's it gonna do?
Well, I can only say what Ather has been used for is augmenting. It has this ability to mimic and kind of take the aspects and join whatever it is put onto. So it's somehow, because it is connected, at least we dwarves believe it's connected to the heart of the world, which is the heart of magic. It mimics whatever it is put upon and enhances that. So that is what Norey has been using to fix your armor, since we don't really know how it works.
Should I not be touching it?
Oh no, you'll be fine. It has to be, that one right now is specifically set to work with the blunderbuss. Norey will extract it and then break it down to use it for your armor, as he's done with that last piece we got him. So, basically we just have to take it back to him and see what he can do with it.
Okay.
You did good. You did good.
You did good, buddy.
Thank you.
I did do good though.
Yeah, I know. You did. Okay. And I think the other things that happen, Malik wakes up the night you're looking at the lockbox too. Pretty beat up. He just opens one eye and looks at you
Hi.
and closes his eye.
I saw that. You're feeling better. better.
No, I'm dead. Leave me alone.
No, I helped you. Really did. We survived.
He kind of sits up and looks around to see if anyone else is awake. No one else is awake. You did good.
Thanks.
Yes. I suppose I'm proud of you, but don't tell anyone else I said that.
Oh, Wish next over and scratch behind his ears and around his neck.
Starts purring. Leans into it, does a little turn of the head.
You scared me.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm here for, dear. Keep you on your toes, right?
Yeah, on my toes, on my feet, yeah.
I really didn't think we were going to make it through that one.
Me neither. We did it.
When I'm feeling a little better, we should probably talk to Mother.
Yeah, that sounds good.
She'll want to know what's happened.
Yeah, I think she'll be happy.
Maybe with you. She's never happy when I'm around. He nestles back in. Gonna go back to sleep. The other thing that happens the next day as you guys are taking off, the miniature children start shouting, "She's awake, she's awake!" And Mari, you can check in. The girl with the bleach white hair, Brick, you probably want to check in too.
Yeah.
So she's waking up slowly and sits up and is very confused and surrounded by these miniature-sized children. And we're gonna say that Peter's a rabbit right now because I really like it. So he's bouncing around. Ulysses is outside right now. He prefers to be a troll, though he liked it when he was the same size as Peter. When I think you made him as like a baby bear or something. I like that image. Yeah. So
As she opens her eyes, I want to go, "Good morning. You haven't missed much."
wait, you say that to her?
Yeah.
She closes her eyes again and rubs her eyes. And when you look, this is when you notice her eyes are bleach white as well. There's no color in her eyes except for the black of her iris. Who are you?
I'm the dashing hero that saved your life. So.
I'll lean down quick and kind of say, "You're all right. I know it's confusing right now, but..."
She suddenly
We're going
flinches.
to
It's like she's starting to remember as you're talking. She's starting to remember
Okay.
where she was.
I'll
and
kind of like
reaches.
put my hands on her and like hold her hands, make sure she's okay, and to say, we're heading home. You're gonna go back to your family.
Am I dreaming?
This is real. You're saved. You're going back to your family. Just a few more days. Do you need anything?
I just feel really cold.
All right, we'll get you blankets.
And there's
Maybe.
a blanket right
Okay.
there on Ingrid's bed. As you go to put the blanket on, all of a sudden she goes half translucent and the blanket passes through her. And then she appears back. And it's very familiar what just happened for Mari.
Yeah.
And she starts getting scared.
So I'll just like hold her again and be like, I know what you're going through and it's not as scary as it seems. You have control over it.
All of a sudden she disappears for a second. And then reappears on the opposite side of the bed she's sitting. And there's frost around her and she's breathing cold. Help, please.
So then maybe I'll like take her and
Take her hand or something?
Take her
Roll
hand.
your movement. You're gonna have to help her.
I forget all this. Movement? Oh, 2d6. Okay. I need to relearn all of this.
You got it.
In this set. 2d6. Okay. Here we go. All right. Okay. 24, 28.
Very nice. Okay. So as you take her hand, she starts to teleport again, and this time you go with her.
Yeah.
You guys disappear, and while you're in that space, outside of all spaces, you guys can connect to each other.
In like the limbo world.
Yeah, and in this world, it's kind of, it has that feel of when Frodo puts on the ring, where everything's wispy and floating, and there are strange figures walking around, and the two of you are there, but you're ghostly, and as you breathe, it's like you're in cold air and there's steam coming out. And there's this moment where you two connect, and she just looks at you and holds onto your hand, and you can speak to each other through your mind, and you just start coaxing her and telling her what you do to focus, to stay in the realm you're supposed to be in, because that's all she can handle right now. And you appear back right where you were. And Peter jumps up on the bed and goes, "That was so cool! You gotta teach me how to do that."
I'm sorry, kid. I don't think you're going to learn that one.
She does the bunny where they scratch with their back leg. Yeah, that's what my mom tells me a lot.
No, I tell you that you'd only use it to show off and get yourself into no good trouble.
That's fair. I try.
That's my boy.
How's the girl? Is
He
she
jumps
like...
jumps into your arms. Nuzzles noses in you.
Just sit there, just scratching behind
Yeah,
you.
that makes sense.
Great.
Does anyone else think that's a little weird?
No, this is normal.
You have to
Everything
come-
that's happened now is completely normal.
Fair.
You need to just stop by our place sometime.
I think I'll do that in the future.
You wouldn't want to miss it.
We'll set a date.
Oh my gosh.
Pulls out a little notebook and a quill.
Oh my goodness.
You're not getting out of this one.
Ilyad, dinner, party, coming home celebration, adventures, salute, emporium.
Oh dear dragon.
Make
what
sure
have I
this-
done?
How far away from home?
Well, a week of travel for you, yeah. From exactly where you guys are right now.
8 days. Have everything ready, clean all of your rooms, no soup in like all capital letters. And then just like lots of other things about like dragon's fire, make sure that you sweep the chimney and make sure that you deflee the creatures and things like that. It's just like all sorts of little anecdotal things, comb the roof.
I look immensely forward to it.
Good. Pulls out the letter, folds it up, poof, it disappears.
What?
Right.
Oh, you got yourself into it.
The girl leans over. Are you sure I'm not streaming?
I know they're a bit odd. I had to get used to it myself. But you'll be alright. They are good people.
Hey, did you hear that? Guys, did you hear what she said?
Don't take
wa-
it to heart.
She said it was.
I heard it.
Okay.
You're a hero.
I only like you a little bit.
Just let it go to your head. It does
Thank you.
good things for you.
Thank you. Finally, somebody who gets it.
Peter's just laughing and hops away, bounces over to Ulysses so that he can put Ulysses puts him up on his shoulder as a rabbit.
Just
Right.
more quietly aside to him, like, no, seriously, he is your hero.
That's awesome. All right.
Okay, I was saying, I might miss this someday. might.
I think the last thing we'll do is the girl just asks, what's your name?
My name's Norey. What's yours?
Annalyn.
Evelyn. That's a beautiful name.
Hey. Can we go home now?
Well, we're going. We are getting there.
So you guys will head off the next day's journey, basically. Brings you to, you're kind of following the mountain, but you're slowly heading away from it, kind of slightly at a diagonal. And you come to this one part of the mountain, a bit of the mountain extends out, so the actual range, this one hump of a mountain comes out. And you can see off in the distance as you're coming up this hill, a farming land, a small farming hamlet. There's maybe 2 or 3 farms there, and then a center kind of town with a few buildings. And to the other side, there's this spot just before there's some good rocky ground of mountain that some pine trees, a pine tree grove had been growing, but all the trees have been knocked down and several of them burned, and there's this giant, it almost looks like a mountain giant dragged his hand through the land and it's just this drag to a stop where all the dirt has been piled up. And then over there, past that, there looks like there's this bit of a home built into a mountain. And there's a little figure walking around in there. Brick, you would recognize that's where Norey's home is, and that's, you know what all that is. So, as Demeter's come in and goes, they still haven't finished cleaning up the mess. Let's go see Norey. He'll be glad to see you.
Everybody is.
Well, he'll be glad to see your armor. And probably the athlete.
Why can't you just let me have this?
I'm honest. It is both a blessing and a curse.
It's a flaw.
Maybe. Some would call it that.
I love you, buddy.
I love you too. See? It's good. You know I'm telling the truth. So you guys head off. Demeter and Brick were ahead walking because they know where they are. So as you guys are coming up to this place, Brick, you'll notice there's actually a few more people over there. And one of the guys is William, you'll remember, was the person in the village that everyone looks to for leadership, basically. And him and a younger boy are there, and William's just shouting, "Norey, please come out. We need your help." And you see for a second, Norey appears up on the building, but he doesn't even respond to the voices. But he's like hammering something on his roof. And it's like this kind of circular hut built into the cave, but it's got these strange, and you guys will all notice, this strange metal pieces kind of built into, jerry-rigged onto the house. And there's these wires and conduits, excuse me, going across them. And it looks like he's tinkering with something. And as he's working and stuff, and he's got his goggles on that he always wears that can go really magnified or come out. And he's got his favorite little blowtorch, and he's welding something onto it. And when he stops and looks back, and he's like inspecting his work, and then he looks out and he goes, and he does.
I'm gonna start sprinting.
Okay.
Scream, Norey!
Yeah. Brick, look what I did!
Norey, what did you do?
He quickly goes, "I'll see you in a second. Oh, hi, William. I'll be right down. I just finished. I gotta show you guys. It's great." And he goes down his hatch that goes to his roof. And so you guys all try and catch up to Brick and interrupt anytime if you want to say anything or do anything. But as you pull up,
Brick's just gonna be like walking up to it like.
Demeter's trying to keep up to you, but you've blown by him, and he's like, "Oh, take it easy, Brick. It's Norey."
It's okay.
So, and
This is
as
your
you're
dad?
Yeah.
He's really small.
Yeah, he is.
What on earth is going on here?
So
You don't have much experience with gnomes, do you?
I've never wanted to. They seem annoying.
You don't know what you're missing.
Can't really command them, so
What would the fun be in that? It's about
I don't
grabbing
know.
on
I'm
and
a
enjoying
leader.
the ride.
not in my army.
This whole time, by the way, Mari or Annalyn has not let go of Mari's hand. Now she's always by your side and holding onto your hand, and a few times you've had to help her stay in this plane of existence. So as you guys are coming up, Brick's gotten there first, so you guys will be walking in on the scene as it's happening. First of all, William will see you and be like, "Oh, Brick, I'm so glad you're here. Norey's been, well, doing things and not listening, so he's been Norey. But anyways, we could use your help with something. Oh, here he comes. And as he's about to explain it, Norey comes running out. Brick. Look what I did.
I see it, buddy.
Wait. This isn't the best part.
Peter, come on out. You're not going to want to miss this.
When Norey hears that voice, he suddenly stops smiling and peers around Brick and sees Terry. He's like, goes back. Brick. He wants you to come down his level. He reaches out his hand and softly touches your cheek and then pinches really hard. Your shield would stop anything else. Why did you bring that woman here?
I don't know.
She's been trying to hook me up with her sister for years.
Someone wants you to be hooked up?
I'll have you know, I'm very desirable within certain communities.
I don't care. I don't care. Look, Norey, unless... What did you do?
You know what, fine. It doesn't matter. We'll deal with it later. Just... her husband's not here, you see?
I didn't even
Forget it. Never mind. You know what? I want to show you something. Check this out. And he pulls out this gizmo. It's got these steampunky gears going and a little handle that he can wind up, but then it's got jerry-rigged onto it with just what you can tell is a little Ather wire attached to it that's connected to one of the conduits with like some kind of hard drive or something that came from your stuff. And he goes, check this out. He winds it up and the gears start going, and then he presses this button and it sends the energy to the conduit, and you see a little light, and this little screen reads out, stealth mode activated. And all of a sudden his whole home disappears, and it looks like it's a perfectly smooth mountain, like it's filled in all the ground around it so that you can't see anything. Right?
That was...
I was able to reverse engineer some of that invisibility magic your ship had. That's great.
Norey,
I don't see a ship.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Never
I heard
mind.
You're his dad, right?
What?
I'm angry.
Well, that could kind of make sense. Hello. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, stop! No introductions! We're done with this. Norey, I am going to make a rocket ship out of your rear end if you don't reverse all this.
What is a rocket ship?
I don't think you can make anything.
Where did you come from?
Could I
you don't
ask
come
what's
from
going
here.
on here?
You brought a lot of friends.
They're not...
Hello.
Oh, we're not friends now.
I didn't say that.
Tanis is high. She really misses you.
All right.
Yeah.
Can we figure out what?
I'm sure I miss her too.
You do. You do. I'm sure she's probably around.
Yeah, that's weird because I'm gone. I'm
This
not
is my life.
around.
Well,
How do you feel about stepmother?
Don't...
All right. Do you come from here? Or you don't come from here? That's not
Of course he
your dad.
does. He's my son.
That's
apparently.
Not, and you
When did
expect
that happen?
you expect me
I'm
to
gonna
believe
kind
that?
I don't know, you
Where's
never
the
explained it
wife?
to me.
What did you build him?
Yes.
Did I give you a good lie to
What?
Yeah.
When working on that
Give you a
whole wife
good lie to
bit,
work on.
your cheeks and things. See, like,
No, that's not...
Well, obviously you're not going to tell me what the real story is. So how can it
well,
be useful
hon,
to us?
listen. The real story is that once upon a time, a long time ago, when someone had nothing better to do with his time.
I don't know. Who are you talking about? What story are you telling? What are you saying? What are you doing?
You know. You know exactly the one.
No, I don't. Mm-hmm. No.
Late nights in the
What?
lab.
No.
Just wishing someone would drop around and appreciate your work at all hours of the day.
Nah, no, I don't remember it. You're making it up. She's making it up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Might I suggest we sit around a good
Oh, hello.
glass
Hello.
of...
I haven't seen one of you in a while.
Good to meet you. Might I suggest we sit around with a glass of ale?
Terribly racist.
It's-
Elves and gnomes come from the same relative area.
I haven't seen one of you in a while.
All I'm saying is it's not something that a little bit of shock therapy couldn't cure.
He wants food. Does anyone have food?
My thoughts exactly.
I'm sensing... I don't know. What do you think, Maury? A little bit of tension?
It's a little bit of awkwardness. We're going to ignore it because these children need food. This boy needs food.
Agreed.
Well, I'm good at making a lot of things. Not
No.
food. He turns the stealth mode off. But William's pretty good. And William and the younger lad that's with him are like just standing there, just waiting. Yes, well, we could, of course.
We will help you. I can help prepare anything. We have a lot of children here.
No, it's not so much that problem. We have a problem of our own that we could use some help with as well. We'd be happy to feed you all.
It's worth an exchange.
Yeah, what's ours is yours.
More than food.
Well, let us come with me to the village. I suppose if Brick, you're here to help, if you're all right helping, Norey seems
Brick is just
distracted.
like staring at the house, absolutely expressionless, pale-faced.
And Norey's standing next to you. I know, leaving me speechless too. It's beautiful. Good news is, because I've done this, I think I know how to fix another part of your armor. It's all about you in the end. Come with me. And he starts to pull you in. And William's like, Hey everybody. So we had some technical difficulties and we ended up running late, so we're breaking up this episode. So I'm just doing a filler outro right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and apologize again for the technical difficulties. I hope you're still enjoying the story despite our battle here. Check out the links in our description for the sound and ambience that we use, and Heromuster.com, OpenLegendRPG.com, great resources, and you can start playing Open Legends right away. And of course, check out the D.R.E.A.M podcast anywhere podcasts are found, and we will see you next week.